almost 1 in the morning. Let me turn on some royalty-free tunes and let's get started. Sar, this is what I'm working on. And that is that. I love this red light. It's like spooky. Spooky ooky. And I love red lights because it's not harsh on the eyes. I took a photo class once and going in the dark room was so fun. I felt like mischievous and glamorous. Anyways, what I want to focus on mainly on this portrait, this polo man, is his face. I want to delve into that, and that's what we're going to work on. Let me switch the music to something else. Okay, we'll do this one. Okay. I just want to clarify he is wearing his modesty shorts, so we are all good. Maybe too good. We have the color palette set. I don't know if I want to give him a 5 o'clock shadow. Probably not. Let's do it. Oops. So we got the color palette handy. And I think I start bottom to top when I'm laying colors down. So let's chisel out his, what do they call that? They call it like buccal fat removal. We're just contouring him. We could even go a little darker. Right under the cheekbones. I should probably be laying down more shadows as well. So the light source is coming from here, kind of like face on. It's always good to keep in mind where your light is coming from. Flume. Oh no. That's a mess up. We'll fix that later. That blotch is on a different layer. What do they call that? Is that called the butt chin? I'm sure that's not the medical terminology. But he has that. And I always like laying down the blush first. Because it does make the person look more human, and also shadows. Oops. Oh, I thought I was blending. Josuke Avocado, hello babe. I thought I was alone here. Thank you for popping in. What time is it for you? And thank you. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. feel like my phone is gonna fall off the stand. That actually happened to me a few lives ago. My phone literally fell off. Thank God I have a screen protector. Still, it's a hard fall. These phones are heavy. Now it looks like his neck is connected to his chin. We'll be able to differentiate that later on, but I just want to focus on the face for now. Happy Pride as well. Thank you, babe. Did you have a good Pride? Oops. Luckily, it's Pride year. James, thank you, love. Happy Pride, James. And welcome in. What time is it for you? You guys are up late or up early. Now let's bring some orange tones in here. Ooh, too bright. Bright light, bright light. 3 a.m., James. It's the witching hour where you're at. Are you casting spells or something? I've always wanted to be a witch. Maybe one day. Just chilling. Nice. Nice. Did you guys do fireworks? Are you allowed to do fireworks where you're at? I think here in Utah we can do fireworks all month because we have 2 firework holidays. And the emergency rooms are busy because a lot of people probably should not be doing fireworks. You can't? Ooh, what state is that? That's probably for the best. Michigan. Oh, really? Have you ever set off a firework before? It's not that fun, and it's scary. I'm gonna have to move this layer below for now. Yes, I think it's fun. Uh-oh. My brother was setting off a firework and it didn't go off, and he went back to it and it went off. Luckily, he's fine. A light bottle rockets in your hand. That's so dangerous. I'm glad you're still with us in this dimension. Do you do paper art? Yeah, I do some traditional art as well. But that's a lot more stressful. I feel like digital art is a lot easier to like pop in. There's not a lot of setup. Do you do art? Are you a fellow artiste? Let's give him some nostrils. I have never never tried digital art, just traditional. That's probably for the best because people do not respect tradition. I mean, respect digital art anymore after AI came out. We kind of got a stank on us. So it's probably best if you're good at traditional to stick to that. I probably should get more into traditional at this point. But if you do try digital art just for fun, I recommend downloading Procreate. He's the best. I love it. I'm like the third best artist at my school. Ooh, what kind of art do you do? Congrats. Can you hear me okay? I always liked doing art in school, but I really did not like my art teachers. They were all really mean. I like to draw comics and doodle with the art style. Chicken scrap? I've never heard of chicken scrap. Is that like a newer art style? Steely, everyone. Ooh, are you a fellow artist, Steely? I don't think I have a lot of people in here. What are your posts, Steely? What's your genre? Yeah, kinda. I'm gonna look that up. Is it complicated? Chicken scrap. James, I'm a sub. Thank you, babe. Just a fair warning. I am a LGBTQI artist, so a lot of my art is very gay. Not really? I'll still look it up. I like seeing emerging art styles. That's fine, no problem. Alright, cool. I feel like some people freak out. Thanks for the likes. I've always liked portrait art. What's your favorite art style to look at? I've never really liked landscapes and stuff. I don't even like to do backgrounds. Get him out of here. I'm a be real, I prefer animation. You must have a lot of patience. Animation is pretty tedious. But Procreate just came out with a new animation program called Procreate Dreams. I haven't downloaded it yet, but I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared to get into animation. I want to be a show animator or graphic designer. Show animator would be cool. Graphic designer would also be cool, but I feel like that's probably one of the design jobs that is going to be taken over by AI sooner than later. Well, I have to go. Good to talk. Thanks for popping in, babe. Thanks for the sub. And have a good night. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. I still want the red in there, so we're just gonna have like an ombre. Cool. Oh, there's 5 people in here. Hello, happy Pride to you 5 people. And bonjour. How did you guys find me? Well, I guess you don't have to say. Sometimes I like to watch lives and not say anything till the very end. I need to make these nostrils a little bit darker. Nostrils are one of the only things in portrait art I find that you can literally do like the blackest black, aside from like line art. Everything else should be not so harsh. We'll add lighter facial dimensions to him later. So he does look a little flat right now, but once we add the lighter colors, he should be popping. A little more 3D. But for now, we're just laying down shadows and stuff. See, now his blush doesn't look as wacky. It probably looked super wacky at the beginning. But once you start shading, it all starts to make a little more sense. I should add some yellower tones in there. And probably a little more orange. Orange. Sometimes my phone has like a hard time picking up darker skin tones, so hopefully this is like showing up. Come on, technology, or developers, whoever's in charge. Steve Jobs. Shadows. Let's super zoom in here. I feel like I'm doing makeup. I love it. I feel like all makeup artists should try out portrait art. They would do really good. Whoops. Oopsie poopsie. Okay. Now his lips are really popping out. It's almost time to do facial dimension. Anglerfish Drago. Hello, love. OMG, that's so cool. I absolutely love watching people draw while streaming. Thank you, babe. This is actually pre-recorded. Ooh, but thank you. Do you live stream art sometimes too? It's really fun. I feel like YouTube finally stepped up their game with like mobile streaming, which is good. It's about time. Now let's make some of the darker areas super dark. Really pop. used to have a really big problem with value, not like self-worth, but like color value. And everything looked so flat, so I always try to make sure the darker parts are very dark and the lighter parts are very light, but not too much where it's like, I don't know, I think I got a good balance down now. I think what? So there's 7 people in here. Bonjour, happy Pride. Are any of you guys from TikTok, or how did you find this live? I'm curious. Did it just pop up on your feed? Have we spoken before? I feel like I need to switch this tip soon. It might be. That's probably one of the cheaper Apple products, is just the tip of the Apple Pencil. Is this pencil or pen? Pencil. Okay. Let's mess that up. I think everyone left. Did I scare them? Sorry. Oops. Maybe I should take the hair off for this portion. Snatched. Maybe it's time for facial dimension. So with lighter skin tones, I would use just straight up white. But if you do that on darker skin tones, it looks very weird and unnatural. It makes them like look like they have like a weird white cast. So we have to use kind of a sandy yellow, pretty sandy yellow, with facial dimension. So that's what we're gonna have to do. And then we'll add shine on top of that. So this is like a base. But let's do that. So let's go to the color palette. This is kind of a yellow. We want more like, kind of like this color. Maybe even slightly darker. Okay, if this turns out strange, we can always redo it. That's one of the perks of digital art. Just redo it. Do it again. So this is kind of where you place, if you're a makeup artist, this is where you would put like concealer. It's gonna look strange at first, but once you blend it out, it should look good. If it doesn't, yeah. Start over. So we got the brow bones. Trail this a little here. And then we go down the schnoz, the nose. I love when people call noses schnozzes. It's like, what? And then for men, it's good not to bring the dimension right to the lid here, or else it'll look like makeup way too much. So you still, I've learned it's best to leave the bags on the guys. The Gucci bags. So I know this looks strange. It'll make sense, hopefully. Watch me just like mess this whole portrait up. Oops. Okay. I think that's everywhere. Sometimes here is good. Alright, and now let's blend. Moment of truth. Let's go to my favorite blending. Oh no. No, did I do this too light? We'll see if it works. Just keep on blending. Okay, I think we're good. Thanks for the like, whoever that was. Okay, the forehead looks fine. I was scared there for a sec. Were you? And then this one will freak me out. Okay, we got this, guys. We got this, divas. Okay, I think I freaked myself out for no reason. It's looking fine. Chill out, Mitchell. Chill the F out. See, if we would have made that white, he would have looked like, you know when you put sunscreen on and it's like a cheaper sunscreen and it like has a weird white cast? And you look you look like unhuman. Inhuman? Is it unhuman or inhuman? I don't know, girl. And this side is not going to be that much because the shadow is taking over, so we're not going to take it all the way. We're just going to keep it right here, condensed. I forgot the nose. But just keep on blending too. Blending my life away every day. And then the schnoz. Cool, it worked out. Yay! I think so. Do you guys think that looks weird? Should we zoom out? Oh, I didn't do any on here. Oops. I'll do the. I forgot to do the line art for the ear, but I can do that later. Cool. Maybe I'll give him some lashes now. For lashes, I like to do that on a separate layer. Do it above everything. So for men's lashes, oops, I have to clean out the eye goop. Clean out any eye goops. Do you guys wake up with eye crusties? Never have, never will. Just kidding. Okay, his eye goop is cleaned up for the most part. Now let's give him the lashes. I'm on a separate layer. I should be. Okay, I am. We'll use technical pen. And for men's eyes, for women, it's good to put the lashes above the lash line, but for men, I've learned it's better to keep it below. Let's make that the blackest black so it pops. Just like that. And I like to do, ooh, that was too thick. I don't do super detailed lashes if it's like a full body portrait. You don't have to do like, well, in my opinion, you don't have to do individual lashes. You're fine with just some eyeliner, babe. Can't really see that. But it's there. Or should I give him big lashes like so? I see some people with these lashes sometimes. Seems like complicated upkeep. To each their own. I have some hot Cheetos downstairs. Maybe I'll have a glass of hot Cheetos after this. Let's clean up the hairline a little bit. I feel like we could put a little more of this tone in here. Just right under here. Make it more neutralized, sandy tone. Yes. Yes. Okay. Thought it was on the wrong layer. That's the wrong layer, gasp. What the? Pizza. Okay. That's better dimension there. It's always good to do a flip check. I probably should have done a flip check earlier. This eye looks a little more open, but that's okay. We can fix that later. Not now. We could give him lower lashes. No. So we should give him ears. Oops, that's too thick. I like using number two. Easy peasy. His hand looks weird. Please don't pay attention to his hand. Let's try to separate his chin from his neck. It's like looks maxing. Bro is mewing. I like to lay down colors with syrup. Difference in the neck. This is not a beard. What time is it? 1:45. Okay. I'm gonna play pickleball in the morning. Probably taking melatonin soon. Could probably even go darker than that, just to keep his Mew game going. If any of you people are, oh no, I'm on the wrong layer. No. This is horrible news. I did that whole thing on the line art. So now I have to figure out. No. You know what? What just happened? I'm gonna have to undo all of that. How fun. How fun. Sorry about that. I need to be more careful. So no, redo that. Okay. Am I on the right layer? Okay. I forgot what I did. I feel you if you've done. At least I didn't go that far. Having deja vu. Do you sometimes have deja vu and then you realize, oh, it's probably because I do the same thing every day? Put some here. This is also something that's harder, that's nice about digital art, unlike traditional. How you can like really zoom in. That's really nice. I've had some instances where I'm working on like in traditional art and I like double tap or like I try to zoom in and out and it's just like paper. Like face palm. I'm probably gonna download this and make a time lapse about just the face. So this face is basically done. The only last step, one of the main things that I like to do with the face and body is make them look like they're like super oily and like glistening. So I think that's the only part that I'm gonna leave out of the face process right now. Actually, should I just do it? Maybe I should just do it. I do that on a separate layer. I like when there's bleed over on the lips because I just blend that into the lips for a little bit of dimension. I don't like to make detailed lips. I've learned the hard way that when I work too hard on the lips, it looks like they had like surgery. So I just like to take the little bit of bleed over and bring that in. And that's the extent of that. Fill in the brows, fill in the mustache. You know what? Let's add highlighter to his face. I'll show you guys what I mean. We're just finishing this face completely. So for the highlights, I like to do on a separate layer. For the most part, I like to keep everything in one layer, the painting, the rendering, whatever you want to call it. But for highlighter and lashes, I like to separate it. So we're going to do a new layer. And we go to the brightest white, because we're going to make him look glistening. Make sure the brushes are the right size. And we kind of go over where we just did the facial dimension, but we're not going to blend these out as much because we want that wet look. So we touch on some areas. The cheekbone highlight, shout out makeup artists. Shout out 2016 era. And then the drag queen line down. And the two dots. Pew. I think this is called like a nasal bipid. Brian taught me that. Then one here. A little bit here. And we're gonna blend this out. And on darker skin tones, sometimes the highlights are too intense, so we can mess with the, what is that called? The opacity. So it's not so wacky. But that's basically it. Actually, just do one. try to put that here. If that doesn't work, we can take it off after we blend it. And we can't forget the lip gloss. Boop, boop. A shiny lip. Okay, now we blend it. But we don't overblend. This might be too light. Some people don't like this on my art, but I really like it. And it's separating me from other artists. So it's like a little watermark. That's me. Okay, that might be too light, so we can mess around with the opacity. Just a little bit. Is that too much? You know what? No, I like it. We're gonna keep it like that. Oops, I forgot the ear. And I usually wouldn't have blended in the nose, but it was too harsh on darker skin. But we don't blend the lip, because the less you blend, the wetter something looks, and lips look better wet. So we're gonna leave it. I think that's it for now. Should I add any other highlights anywhere else? We could do inner corner, but that might be like too like makeup vibes. That works. Let's put his hair back on. Bring this up here. Oh, that looks really strange. Oh gosh. Jacob, hello. Are you a Scorpio? Sorry, I didn't know when you said that. I am a Libra. What are you? Welcome in, Jacob. We're gonna make the rest of his body shiny too, but that'll be for a different time. If you're here, please subscribe to my channel if you want. And fair warning, my art is very legibitiqua. I don't think I've shown the whole thing of this. So we'll make the rest of him shiny, but this is fully him. His face looks shiny, but the rest of him will be shiny too. Temporary, they're just there, so I follow guidelines. He's wearing like a Speedo. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. I do daily lives. Please subscribe if you want. If you want to see my finished art, check out my Instagram. That's where I post my finished things and sell art prints. What time is it? It's 2. Good night, guys. Stay glamorous.